Are you listening? Damn.
Another episode of Trash Talk. TJ O'Connor with me as always, my partner Damian the Wolverine Hill. Trash Talk is brought to you as always by our lovely sponsors, Valhalla Combat Sports Incorporated, Ink Shrinks Tattoo, Origin Wellness CBD, Spartan Martial Arts, James Clark Sports Psychology and Hypnosis Therapy, The Fighters, my mom. I fucking just killed that. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I know you're feeling pretty good. I can tell it by the look of the hat you're wearing. Vikings must have won today.
Oh, man, it's the playoffs. It was a roller coaster. It's been some 10 a.m. drinking. It's been a long day, but it's been a good one. I can't complain. How are you doing, man?
Dude, I'm doing good. The fact that you're in a good mood puts me in a good mood, even though I effing hate you.
Yeah.
But whatever. Like I'm able to do the show with you still. Even though I'm dying a little bit inside right now, kind of trying to be civil with you.
Yeah, no. I mean, I appreciate it because like the hate is so mutual. I mean, I can't even explain it. The fact that I am, a real ice cold orange crush soda, and you'll forever be a room temperature Fanta. I mean, that's just as the kids would say, facts.
No, dude, you're falsifying information. You know, just like the politicians do. So here's the real facts. Okay. I'm World, you're Six Flags. I'm NSYNC. You're the Backstreet Boys. Shut up right now. I knew you were trying to set up something. No.
Yes.
That is not where I was going, and you know that. You know that. And dude, you know what? We're not even here to talk about that, all right, dude? I'm getting all worked up. Listen. I'm fucking talking right now, dude. All right, listen. I just told you how I'm able to be civil with you right now. Don't fucking ruin it, dude.
I hate you so.
Oh no, dude, you're fucking smiling. You think it's a fucking game, dude. Continue with the fucking topic right now. Let's go. Let's fucking do it. Stop being. Let's go. I'm sorry, Audrey, and I'm sorry, Michael. If you guys are in the background, you can hear me swearing. But TJ's a bitch.
No, I'm the weed in this blunt, and you're the shit people smoked in high school. Now,
just fucking go.
No. Do you want to restart?
No, let's just fucking go.
Well, the last thing you said pissed me off. Now I'm not happy anymore.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to call you. I'm trying to be civil. I'm trying to like control my anger. I'm trying to.
I respect it. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way, we can move forward and address the elephant in the room. And that's the reason why we're actually filming the video, not to discuss our hatred for each other. And the real reason why we're talking is because we got a fan question. And the fan that sent this question in knows who they are, and I love them. But you're flicking off the fan or me? I'm not sure.
Don't matter. Continue.
Okay. The fan, I love the fan, but to best sum it up, they sent in, I believe it was a paragraph. I don't even think it was a question. So I'm just going to kind of paraphrase it and try to form it into a question. But essentially it was, in sports and in life, I mean, you tend to see guys become the bad guy. And, what's the role of the bad guy? And I wanted to converse, and I kind of added on to this one just because I know the way you think, and I feel like this is something you'd want to talk about. What's the role of the good guy? Because no one likes the good guy. Good guy always comes last.
I just want to say this, like, dude, you don't know shit about me. You have no idea who I am. But the role of the good guy is exactly what the title enholds. To be the good guy. Be the guy that everyone likes. Be the one that everyone can relate to. For whatever reason, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson has black fans, Asian fans, Mexican fans, white fans, and then a different category, white American fans. So it's just it's even Michael is attracted to him. Like it's like is that the people are attracted to what they're attracted to. He never breaks character because it's who he is. He's not playing a character like certain other people. He's not pretending to be the good guy like John Jones was at the beginning of his career. Boy Thompson is being who he is. So he is the good guy. Now, let's say if he ever does anything bad, and what I'm saying is by bad, it could be he could get into an argument with another fighter in his weight class or not in his weight class behind the scenes at a UFC presser, expo, whatever, and it will be out of character for him. That is something a nice guy does not do. So the question is going to be, what brought him out of character? And if it's not something that's completely justified, like somebody smacking his mom or daughter or wife, he's not justified. That's something that the good guy does not do. You just lost everything you built yourself up to. So when the role of the good guy is to be the good guy, to keep everyone happy.
Yeah, I mean, the good guy, like you said, I mean, it's in the role. It's in the name. You do what they're not really the same thing, but it kind of puts in terms, the term you hear a lot is a yes man, a company man, a guy that's just, I'll do what I can, want to help out. But I mean, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, he might be the exception because he quite frankly might be the nicest guy on earth. He's a great example. But the example I love was John Jones. Remember when John Jones won the belt and he was out beating up muggers and saving old ladies, and he had Bible verses tattooed across his chest? He
still does. He still has that tattoo, but I don't remember the guy that stopped the mugger from robbing that lady in the streets. I don't remember that John Jones.
Yeah, that was the guy. I mean, granted, he was still young, but I mean, you'd have to assume, you don't pick up partying in your late 20s. I mean, you got to figure he was partying just as hard at 23 as he was at 30.
He went to Iowa Central, and I don't know if anybody knows the reputation of Iowa Central wrestling, but it's a party wrestling team. And then on top of that, there were some people that I know personally that went there a year after, or people that have claimed to be there at the same time. It's just people that I've met over the time. And it's from what I've heard, the stories are true, but at the same time, there's going to be guys that I know in high school that be like, oh, no, Damian was crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know that motherfucker. I don't even think we ever hung out. So I don't know if their opinion of me is justified or if they're just hearing what somebody else said and they're agreeing with them. So, I take a grain of salt with what people say about John Jones. But even with that grain of salt, it's not a picogram. I kind of believe people, so a guy that, being the good guy, your role is to be the good guy. You always have to be the good guy. And if you break character, you're going to look bad. Now, a guy that has never really had that character to play, at least in the UFC anyway, was Ben Askren when he first came over. This dude is talking mad shit, talking shit to everybody, and no one knows how to actually read it. They know he's an undefeated badass. So his shit talking is warranted, whatever the fuck that means. We're okay with him talking the shit because of his previous resume, but we don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Now, he's trying to purposely paint himself as a bad guy, but he's so obviously not.
Yeah.
So it's you see right through that, but because he's trying to be the bad guy, and he's probably not that bad of a guy, you end up liking his bad guy routine. And then once he loses to Jorge Masvidal and says, well, that sucked, everyone loves him more.
Yeah.
He was being the bad guy. Let's say if he was just being the nice, super humble guy and then said, no, he got lucky. Dude, you're a bitch. Everyone's going to talk shit about you.
Oh, yeah.
You're the guy talking shit, and you just selflessly acknowledge the fact, that sucked. I talked a lot of shit. I would have hit me too. I would have hit me after I was already out. Man, to say stuff like that, it won more people over.
Yeah.
You know what
Oh no, you summed it up perfectly, and I thought the transition down the spectrum there was perfect. With Ben Askren being the next name you used, because with Ben, I mean, like you said, I mean, he's clearly such a nice guy, and I think the reason why people loved him is because he talked the type of trash that you would expect him to talk. He never went out of pocket. All he ever did was talk high school like jock. Like he's like, oh, that guy freaking sucks. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna freaking take you down and beat you up, bro. Like that's the type of trash Ben Askren talked, and and like I said, it got him into some spots, and I mean he has a huge following for it. And the reason why it works is because you said he owns up to it. He lost. Damn. Did he stop talking trash? Absolutely not. He was talking trash about Jorge Masvidal like the next day after getting knocked out. Like, he got me, but he still sucks. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And it's having that character. And it's when it's not a character, when you're able to just be yourself and be free with whatever happens. Because at the end of the day, it's a fist fight. We've seen the best lose. I seen Anderson Silva get knocked out by a wrestler, and that happened how many years ago now, and it still blows my mind. You know what I mean? So it's just once you see that, anything can happen.
I seen him get taken down and beaten up for 5 rounds, and with 2 minutes left, win the fight.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't ever indestructible, but Chael Sonnen, being the bad guy, won over how many people with just his performance?
Yeah.
And then continues like it's. I guess I don't even know if I brought this part up before I started talking about Chael Sonnen, but it's so much easier to be the bad guy and then do something that everyone likes and they become a fan of you than it is to pretend to be the nice and then do something wrong. Let's say I'm a hardcore Republican. I'm all about prosecuting criminals. Everybody needs to be in jail if you even disrespected your mother. Type of Republican, you know, but then it comes out like I punched my mom in junior high and then I beat my wife as an adult.
Yeah, those are those guys.
Like, damn, like that's all gonna come out, but I'm here saying like, no, anybody who does any crime needs to be in jail for life. And then as soon as I get caught beating my wife, I say it was a mistake. I lost control of my temper. Excuses get made then for you, like, oh, I need excuses now, but no one else. There's no other circumstance that could play into why somebody did something. They just need to be punished for it. So if you're that guy, there's no circumstances that justify what you did. You just need to be punished. And then you do something the same category, like it doesn't even have to be worse. It's going to be portrayed as worse because you were trying to say that you weren't that guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, and like I don't even want to. That's a rabbit hole to go down. But I mean, the hugest example is, I mean, how many of those guys do you see that are like those old? I'm not even going to say old. I mean, old Republican guys, mostly white guys that are just anti-gay, like real. Like those guys are going to hell, and then it turns out those guys are a little gay themselves. I mean, you see that shit all the time. You know what I mean? So it seems to be one of those things where you're adamant about it, and when you can just
priests. You're talking about Catholic priests.
No, I was talking about like politicians and shit mostly, but the priests can get it too.
Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
Shh. And the Vikings didn't lose today. Let's go.
Bars.
Both are facts. Anyways, back to the thing. And I like how you brought up Chael, and just to kind of a segue off of Chael with someone who's, I mean, you can't say he's Chael's protege, but he kind of learned from him. And it's kind of what you're saying about, when you're good, you can never be bad. But when you're bad, people excuse you being good. Is Colby Covington. And, I mean, Colby's the guy where he talks the most shit. People hate this guy. And as an old school WWF fan, I just crack up because he's just laying a gimmick down that these guys don't see. Maybe half people didn't grow up watching Stone Cold, The Rock, and all those guys like I did. But, like, I mean, he's just clearly and people eat it up. But then you see the interviews, and there's so many videos online of Colby off camera or Colby talking to the fans where, I mean, you couldn't find a nicer kid. You've never heard anybody say anything truly bad about an interaction with Colby, unless it was like one of these Brazilian fighters, or like Fabricio Verdum when he threw the damn boomerang at him. You know what I mean? But like those are people that are getting bit by the gimmick. They don't get what's going on, and it might not be for everybody. But when you have that gimmick, Colby can do that, and then let people in and show them that he's generally a nice guy. Whereas if you're a dick, you can't. If you're a nice guy, you can't just have a moment where you just fucking go off on everybody and then be like, no, I'm sorry. And that's in bringing it full circle. That's exactly what you were saying about Wonderboy Thompson. Wonderboy Thompson, if a video can't leak of him yelling at a group of kids, you know what I mean? Get off my grass, you assholes. That video can't leak. Otherwise, that whole gimmick's done right away.
Yeah, dude, honestly, as soon as you said him yelling at the kids for playing on his grass, I'm like, he's the type of guy that walk outside and be like, what are you guys playing? Can I join?
Yeah.
You guys want to use my backyard? It's way bigger.
I got an extra jump rope. Let's get this going.
and it's not creepy.
No.
So he did that. Like dude, it's Wonderboy Thompson.
Yeah.
But like, let's say you're out there trying to sell yourself so good, so peaceful, so respectful. You do the wrong thing, you're done for. But the thing is that if you sell yourself as the bad guy, make yourself seem worse than what you actually are. And then all of a sudden, when you're done with the gimmick, you're done with fighting, done with everything. Who you really are starts to reveal itself. And everyone kind of forgets about the crazy man that existed however many years ago. And people evolve in time and things like that as well. Like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson was golden boy, then turned crazy man. Then now he's our golden man, fighting experience, vice president type shit. He's the VP and president of being a fighter, and everyone that loved him at the beginning, they hated him in the middle, and they all love him again now. So like he was one of those guys that was able to go through all three transitions, but the easiest transition of all is purposely being the guy that everyone hates. Because let's say if Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is seen holding a door open for an elderly lady, everyone expects him to do that. That's Wonderboy Thompson. That's who I expect him to be. If I see a picture of him walking out and he's just leaving a door and then a woman is catching the door as she's going in, well, oh shit, what's the story behind that? Why didn't Wonderboy hold the door? He's such a good guy. But then let's say I see a picture or video of Nate or Nick Diaz opening a door for an elderly person in general. Could be a man or a woman, don't matter.
That's what's up.
Oh snap! Nate is this. Nate is that. Nate signing autographs. Like, dude, that people understand that those dudes are real MFers, but they don't got to be MFers to kids. They don't got to be MFers to old ladies. So like, it's not even the fact that they're pretending to be bad guys. Like maybe they are the bad guy.
Yeah.
But who doesn't respect their grandma?
Oh man. The bad guy always making a special appearance here. The bad guy always is the guy that they do what they do and they have the thing. But throughout history, don't get me wrong. There's always going to be some shitty people, but good bad guys have morals. You know what I mean? That they have respect. And like you hate to use a movie as an example, but you got Scarface, no women, no kids, or how many Scarface, how many movies are there where people, you always see like the gangsters giving out turkeys on Thanksgiving or giving presents to the kids. You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's things like that to where it's like it can be a guy you don't want to mess with, but you can be a guy you don't want to mess with that has a spot too. I'd like to think here at Trash Talk, we have a soft spot when it comes to the children. Obviously we like to do our toy drives, coat drive, stuff like that, and everything we help with. And it goes back to, because we're some real gangsters too. He's such a gangster. I just lost my hat. My hat's gone.
Dude, I actually hate kids. I hate them all. Kids piss me off, and they all deserve to be punched in the stomach. But they still deserve some respect. And yeah. They can't provide for themselves. He's trying to say that.
So
my God. So yeah, like that's why I feel like there's a generous spots towards the kids from our part. Fuck them.
yeah.
Like oh my God, I dare any one of these kids to try and box me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's realistically, it's like I'm not worried about a kid trying to fight me. Because my motto is if you're old enough to read, you're old enough to get punched. I don't go by a basis of age. I think age discrimination is a bad thing. So I go by literacy.
To bleed.
Yeah, I go by a literacy basis. If you can read, shit, you can get socked. And you know, and I'm not talking about like a sock to grow a block or a pinch to grow an inch. I'll punch a child.
Dude,
and like
if you can understand that TH makes the sound, then you understand that you just said the wrong fucking thing to me, little boy. Blah. Oh, I'm fat. No. All right. I'm sorry.
No, these kids need to learn. And I mean, I think that's a good place to kind of wrap it up. I feel like we got the point across, got a little sidetracked and always brought it back like we do.
Just you're a bitch and I hate you, dude. Like, honestly, like, for real. Like, no. Like, the tension's gone. Like, okay, like, I got rid of the tension for the episode. But, dude, now I'm going to go back to being as pissed as I was before we fucking started, dude. You're a fucking little shrimp dick dog fucking piece of shit. And I fucking don't respect you in the least bit, dude. In the fucking least bit. Piss me off so fucking much. Oh, you just gonna rub your fucking eyes right now, dude? I don't give a fuck, dude. The Packers whooped your ass. The Vikings suck. You can eat a dick. Yeah, that's what the fuck I thought, little boy.
I'm not gonna argue with a guy with glue on his face. And that's just where we end that. So, fuck you.
I was planning on stopping like as soon as